This is I Am Change podcast. Everyone thinks of changing the world, but no one thinks of changing himself. There is zero success without change. Be the change you want to see. Believe, focus, achieve. Sex for grades is a trending topic among Nigerians. It is prompted by BBC Undercover Investigative reports, which has exposed the phenomenon of sexual harassment in West African universities. Our guest in this edition is Mrs. Rose Philip Unimi, founder of Najeel Foundation. She shares her opinion on this trending conversation. Glad to have you join us on I Am Change podcast. All right. So sex for grades is a trending conversation amongst Nigerians, prompted by BBC Undercover Investigative reports, which has exposed how male lecturers sexually harasses young female students. What's your reaction on this exposure?
It's a lot of different reaction coming together. There's the anger, there's the sad part of it.
Right.
It's just not a good feeling for me. So not really happy about the whole sex thing on student.
Okay. So there have been, just like you, there have been lots of reactions here and there saying the documentary was being doctored. The undercover journalists maybe seduced the lecturer, and allegedly, let me use that word, and people are of the view that lots of girls go to lecturers, seduce them, and later accuse them of sexual harassment. Do you think that is true?
Okay, whether it was staged or not, the fact is it's something that is happening in society.
Right.
You know, sex is being requested for grades or whatever level it is.
Yeah.
That in itself is wrong. So coming out, whether it's acted or whichever way anyone wants to see that, it doesn't change the fact that it doesn't happen. That is happening. Also, you said
yeah, I spoke about the documentary being staged.
Yes.
There were like lots of clips were not released. And maybe the lady was sent to the lecturer to seduce him, and those parts of the clips were not shown to the public.
That's also I don't agree.
Okay, why so?
Well, because she herself at one point has gone through that in her story, I think.
Yeah.
And so for her to take that upon herself to reveal that, to go and stage it, if you see the whole process, it's not like it's staged, because if you see the man himself, you can tell that, okay, this is not staged. Is she wearing a camera just to bring out what is happening? So staging it, for me, I don't really agree with that.
Okay.
There's a lot for one to do that.
All right. Recently, I think on Wednesday, the Nigerian Senate introduced a bill that aims to prevent sexual harassment against female students in universities. The bill, if it were to come into law, first of all, lecturers who make sexual advances towards students will have to spend up to 14 years in jail. So do you think it's a welcome development?
Okay, I said awesome, like
okay.
Great, it's long overdue for me. It's long overdue because it has been going on for a very long time, silently. And at a point, I think all these lecturers are feeling like a cabal or a dawn in their own territory, I should say.
Right.
So it is good that the government is coming out with this. And I'm just saying that it should not just stop there. They should go ahead there should be awareness to all of this. There should be awareness in schools, or even in workplaces. People go through these stuff.
Right.
So it's awesome that it's coming. 14 years, awesome.
Yeah, 14.
That would be a lesson to anyone.
Okay, but now they are saying any lecturer who makes sexual advances towards students. How about the lecturers who have genuine intentions?
So when you say genuine intention,
I have seen a lecturer who got married to his student. He had an affair with his student and later got married. They have kids. They are doing well. So how about those kind of lecturers?
I think it's the way the communication. the way you talk to someone means a lot, and so communication comes in different ways, the way I receive it or the way you are sending the message to me. So if a lecturer is interested in a lady and he wants to get married to, there will be a respect on the manner of approach that he wants to do that to that student. And any student or lady who is understanding enough could tell when it is a kind of harassment, a sexual harassment, and when it is like a genuine interest, because he knows he's putting his job at risk, so he should know the way to go about that. So there's genuinity in the way he comes out to her. So there are two different messages, when that is happening.
So the approach, the manner of approach.
The approach matters a lot.
Okay. So do you think there are signs that this repulsive sex for marks culture in Nigeria universities will end anytime soon with the laws that are coming up? And recently, Mrs. Fayemi, the wife of the governor of Ekiti State, she said, let me read out what she said. She said, the culture of silence has endured for too long. So she's urging Nigerian students to come out if they are being harassed by lecturers. And let's also remember that she was also a victim of this kind of harassment. I think she was in Unilag or so. And then she's the chairperson of Nigeria's Governor's Wives Forum. And she says the forum will push for a political action in the 36 states to end the scourge. So do you think with all these new developments, the sex for marks culture will end?
I think is a step forward.
Okay.
It is a step forward because now it's out there. We all know the lecturers who are into this are now aware, there is a repercussion for whatever it is that they are doing. So now it is a good thing that people are coming out. So a lecturer now will be cautious on how he does things, or how to ask a student for, if I come to say, lecturer, I have a problem, which it should be free for any student to do. Like, I don't understand and I need more understanding in this. A lecturer now will be conscious, on how to behave, because then it was like there's nothing over them, nothing is watching, nobody is saying me. But now that it is out there, you can't tell who is watching now. You can't tell what will go out. So that is a step in itself. Like, everything's on the table now. So how you play it is left for you. But whatever comes out now, I'm no longer scared to say it out anymore, because I have supporters now that will support me in that.
Okay, absolutely. Let's talk about Kiki Modi.
Okay.
Yeah, the undercover journalist that embarked on this report, on this investigative journalism. She allegedly is receiving threats to her life. So, what do you think? Do you think putting her life out there and her face, her voice out there was a good thing? Because right now, people are of the opinion that she would have remained incognito, like maybe her voice would have been distorted or something, and her face would have been blurred. We wouldn't have put her out there because of course, the security implications. What do you think about this?
The first time I saw the video, that thought came to my mind. I'm like, she took a lot coming out showing her face, because that's not going to be easy for her. I think only her will be able to explain why she did that.
Right. Because
I don't know, it would have been better if her face was covered to do that video. Which is, there's nothing wrong with that. I think in the media world, there's nothing wrong with that for her to cover her face. But I think she just wants to come out with the genuinity and the fact that, look, I'm not scared about this, and I want to put it out there. So this is going on, and this is me saying this about this situation.
Not forgetting she was also a victim.
But yes, not forgetting that she's also, it's like coming out with it's like bringing the whole of herself out to discuss that issue. But I thought of it as I don't know. Is this right? You would have covered your face, because now getting admission into school or doing any other thing will be a bit of a challenge for her.
And she's also a dropout, so I'm sure she intends going back to school.
Yes, so it will be a little bit of a trouble for her, because going back to school, the whole media thing is already out there. So there's a little that freedom for her to school freely. I don't think she will get it. Probably not here, or not now.
So we've seen the swift reaction by the university suspending the lecturer and then shutting down the cold room. I don't know if you're aware about.
The cold room.
Yeah, the cold room. The cold room is a place where board meetings are carried out in the university, supposedly. Yeah. But it was used to perpetrate these crimes. So the university authorities have shut down the cold room, and then the lecturer at the Unilag lecturer that was investigated has also been suspended. Do you think these steps taken by the university authorities are satisfactory?
Yeah, it is to a point.
Okay.
It is that an action has been taken on that. It would have been bad if someone comes out with that video and nothing is done. But to show that okay, we took into consideration what just happened, and we are taking precautions towards that. So it is good that it's shut down and he is under suspension as well.
And again, the school authorities, do you think they were unaware that there was a place called the cold room?
In my opinion, no, they are aware. They should be. They are aware. But like I said, it's like having a free time. No one was watching. So there was that freedom for them to do whatever they want to do. So with that coming out, that is another precaution. We're like, okay, let's just shut this thing down before more investigation will go into that. So let's just close it down. So definitely they are aware.
Okay, so what do you think would be the permanent solution to curb this menace everywhere in the world, not just Nigeria, in other universities?
Yes.
That this thing happens.
Yeah, I would say one, the country already has started has brought out a bill towards that. That is a step.
Yes.
I will also say, most times in school they will just say no cheating, no malpractice,
right.
no giving bribe to lecturers, but you hardly hear where they say, okay, if there is any lecturer harassing a student, come forward to so place. The awareness to tell the students or the schools, every student that comes to school, that look, we are against this. If anything like this should come up, there's a disciplinary unit that you can go to that will investigate this. The school should make it free for students that look, if anything happens, I'm free to come out and for you to investigate. So that awareness has to be there for the student also. So that, and also putting policies and guides towards such things, also procedures towards such things also is very, very important. It would be nice that all of that falls into place. So the law is not just bringing out the law. They could just agree to the bill, but if the awareness is not properly taken into and to inform everyone all over that look, this is not acceptable, and to have supporters come out and like, look, if you come out, don't be scared to come out. We are here to support you. We are here to go through this with you, so that the victims will not just call back into themselves and like, oh, no one will listen, no one will pay attention, no one will do anything. So coming out and to know that okay, if I come out, for example, I know that I'm not alone. The school will take authority, so the school will take responsibility towards that. So that's that.
How about our students? Don't you think our students too are becoming lazy? Because if you read hard, you wouldn't be scared, or you wouldn't trust any lecturer to give you marks, I think.
Yeah, the students are becoming lazy, and I would say 50-50 in a way, because I think at the point the lecturers also feel like you can give me money or you can give me sex. So and the student like, okay, it's easy now. I know that lecturer, when you give him money, he will just do it. And I know that lecturer, if you give him sex. So even in that which I was talking about lecturers harassing the females for sex. Right. Also, there are females that just give themselves out. Like, look, so I will give you this if you allow me pass my papers.
So what advice do you give to such ladies who do that?
Well, I will go to the lecturers.
Okay.
Don't tolerate it from them. From the ladies, make it known to them that you can't do that. I don't tolerate that. That is not part of who I am as a lecturer. So the lecturer should put a stand, because the truth is, students can tell who the serious lecturers are. They can tell if these lecturers don't. They do know. It's like this one. There's nothing you will do. You won't agree. And so if a lecturer is like that, his female student will know, like, I have no choice. I have to work and read hard for this paper, because this lecturer will not take anything from me. Okay. So it's also like a 50-50. So the lecturers have to come out like, look, this is not allowed. I won't tolerate this. This is the last one in, and all of that. Then the female student, I would just say, read your book. Have a little respect for your body. Just read your book and work hard. Put your head down and have pride doing that. It's a good thing to see a woman come up with power and with intelligence. So it's something I think we also need to push that down into our female student also. That there's joy to come out, on top. That you have nothing to lose. That you work for it to be a power woman, a boss of yourself.
How about dress codes? Some people have the opinion that the way female students dress on campus is also causes the lecturers to fall for some of these things.
To fall for that. Yes. But someone would say just because a lady dresses like that does not give you the right to even touch her body if she doesn't want to. That is like sexual harassment in itself, in a way. Right. So yeah, but there are responsible ways of dressing. There are responsible ways to tell the lady to dress, and that also comes not just from, I think it goes all the way back home, also from parent also, to give their attention and to their kids, like, look, there are ways to dress to have respect for yourself. So yeah, you can wear skirts, but not a skirt that is as low as so low that everything is revealing or your cleavage. So you're going to school to study, the focus should be there. So I think it comes with a lot of orientation and discipline, and to educate the female also to know how to take pride in themselves on who they are.
All right, thank you very much. You've spoken so well. Do you have any final words?
Well, what I would just say is that it's never too late when something comes out, because this has been going on for a very long time, and it's good that it came out now, which means there's hope for something to be done on it. Absolutely. And I would really say the government should push it all the way in, and not just make a bill and don't follow it up. Make sure that it's implemented and action has been taken on it. And also the awareness also in schools and even in primary schools. You'll be surprised, some schools, even as slow as 7-8 years, go through these things from teachers in school. So awareness has to be done and be taken seriously. So if you are bringing out your policies or regulations or whatever in school, that also should be included. Like, look, we are serious on issues of sexual harassment. We are serious on social issues. So if anybody has any issues, come out with it, and people should be welcoming. Even parents, I had most of them cannot even say, because their parents will not even believe them even when they say it, and that is really sad. I think it was Betty Rabos, what I can't remember what she said, but she said something like, it's unfortunate that our home is supposed to be a safe place for our kids, but the kids don't feel that way anymore, because when they come home, the parents don't believe. They are questioning, are you sure you did not do that? Are you sure? And it's supposed to be a safe home. So it all also calls back to us as parents. Go back home and talk to your kids. Show them what it means to have self-power, to trust themselves over things, and to educate them on what it means to study, to become somebody very successful. So it's all around. It's from the house to the school to the government. Everybody has to play their part, and every other NGO that is out there that is into such, that fight for such cases, to come out more and be more vocal about it, so that it will be known. Thank you.
Thank you very much for taking our time to speak with us.
Thank you so much for having me.
And that was Mrs. Rose Philip Unimi, founder of Najeel Foundation, sharing her thoughts on sex for grades and Nigerian institutions. I'm Joyce Ometu. Thank you for listening.